Hey guys, it's me Meteor, and man does this theory have some history. Even as far back as 2016, when I made my first Mirror World video, people were quick to tell me that Shadow Kirby from the original Fighters wasn't the same Shadow Kirby from Amazing Mirror, even if the Dimensional Mirror and Dark Meta Knight also made a reappearance. Keep in mind, this was almost a year before parallel bosses were even a thing. Though, it's understandable why so many thought this way. Shadow Kirby from Fighters looks nothing like he did in the original game. Also, this Shadow Kirby was far more powerful and didn't just run away. When Team Kirby Clash Deluxe did introduce us to parallel bosses appearing from another dimension, that's when people started to theorize the Shadow Kirby from Fighters was more like a parallel Kirby. After all, we did fight Shadow Kirby in another dimension. The way Shadow Kirby was defeated seems strange too. Exploding into a puff of purple smoke? Usually Shadow variants explode into glass shards. In fact, as far as I can tell, Shadow Kirby is the only one who doesn't. Once Star Allies released, this idea was even supported further, considering we saw an Easter egg of Shadow Kirby riding a Warp Star in his original color. And then, in Heroes in Another Dimension, when Parallel Meta Knight's mask breaks off, that color and shine on its body is like Shadow Kirby's as well. To be honest, I was already planning to talk about this during or after my Kirby canon on Another Dimension, admitting that Shadow Kirby really being an early Parallel Kirby could have been canon. However, literally 2 days before that video came out, Kirby Fighters 2 was leaked and then released the same day. Yeah, that wasn't stressful for me at all. Thankfully, it worked out, because in this game, Shadow Kirby was given real pause text. Before I even made this video, I wanted the info I was sharing to be 100% accurate, so I had TeoEXE translate the Japanese descriptions as well. Believe it or not, the translations were spot on. I'll still post them in the description for those curious though. In any case, the description we see in Chapter 4 tells us he was born from the mirror reflecting Kirby's pure soul. This would almost confirm him being the same Kirby from the mirror world, but still raises questions. For one, it doesn't say which mirror. Remember, the black mirror that connects to another dimension also exists. It also refers to him as a naughty shadow. The one from Amazing Mirror didn't seem bad at all, aside from maybe lacking courage. So why is it acting this way? Well, the first description in the final chapter simply states he's pulling a prank of sorts. He isn't showing any more ill will than DDD and Meta Knight were creating this challenge in the first place. Also of note, it makes mention of his original color, gray. While he was more purple in the original Fighters, in Fighters 2, the color of the body and feet match up quite well with the one from Amazing Mirror, just much shinier. Aesthetics aside, the last description of the final chapter casts away any remaining doubt, stating quite plainly that this Shadow Kirby is the guardian of the mirror world, confirming once and for all this is the exact same Shadow Kirby we helped in Amazing Mirror. Even still, there's one last question people may ask. The Shadow Kirby from Fighters 2 may not be parallel, but how do we know the purple one from the original Fighters isn't? Well, the official Kirby Japan Twitter posted a small analysis about Shadow Kirby from the Mirror World, showing his appearance in every game he's been in, including his purple form from the original Fighters. Really, with all the evidence they have given us, design choices aside, can Shadow Kirby in any circumstance be parallel? I think it's completely safe to say he cannot.